Hello, good afternoon, guys. Hope you had safe travels in. Well, today I'm going to be speaking about raising capital via VC. Or you guys can hear me, okay? There's no point in using that. Not really fair. Like having three hands. Speaking about the best ways of basically raising capital as a business owner and a small SME, and also a startup entrepreneur as well. So I can give you a little bit of background about myself. I'm the managing director, and one of the directors of EngFin Capital. We are a boutique investment company. We specialize in corporate finance and private equity within small tech companies. We actually got offices not far from here in Bank and also in Belgravia. Now you're probably asking yourself, why in the world am I here today speaking to you guys if I work in finance and not in tech? Reason being is we're at the final stages of setting up one of our new funds to invest in financial technology. So if there's any guys here looking for money, we want to speak to you. So today, what should you focus on? When raising capital, you should focus on two things. One being, what type of money are you looking for? Are you looking for loan capital or are you looking for equity? On top of that as well, where is the money coming from? Is it coming from VCs or is it coming from angel investors? Now, from our experience, what we've done, and when we were raising capital for our business, we've only been running for the last 7 months or so, is business angels or angel investors normally look for small deals. So they're looking to invest anywhere between 50 to £1 million. Well, VC guys won't get out of bed for anything less than £2 million. So really understand who you're trying to target when raising capital. On top of that as well, what I would say is very important is if you're a pre-revenue business, don't go to a venture capital, a venture capital investor. Reason being, their investment process before allocating capital is extremely rigorous. And if you go to them and say, I'm a pre-revenue business looking to raise £1 million for my startup, they're going to tell you, you're a nice guy or girl, but come to us in 2 years' time when it's tried and tested. So don't waste their time and don't waste your time. So look for smaller amounts, £10,000, £20,000. It doesn't cost that much to set up a tech company in some sectors. So just be aware of that when you're looking for money. So like I said, our business has been running for the last 7 months. Yes, we've been lucky to have around 16 million under management because we had prior clients before we set up. But we spoke to hundreds of investors before setting up our company, hundreds, and only got meetings with actually 4 of them. And what got them interested, to be honest with you, is we were able to explain our business straight away, what problem we were solving in the markets and how we were looking to capitalize on that within 2 minutes. The feedback we got from some of these investors and the guys who are backing us at the moment, Linear, is that they speak to loads of business owners and they can't actually convey, what it is that their business does. We had a similar situation that we had to a couple of months ago. There was a business owner in America. He wanted funding from us to invest in his business. He did, I think it was around clean tech if I'm correct. And 100-page business plan, the best business plan I've ever seen in my freaking life. Back to front, I read it, I think 4 or 5 times because it was that good, but I didn't understand what the business did. It took around 4 conference calls and 2 meetings to actually just go through the ins and outs of what the bottom line was, how they made money, and all of that stuff. So what I would recommend doing when you're looking for funding is have a concise business plan, 20, 30 pages, and emphasize rigorously on your executive summary, because that's hypothetically all the investor's really going to read. Off topic, I would say find a lead investor when you look for investment. So that's an individual who may only give you 50 to 500,000 pounds to invest in your business, but he has access to larger capital base through his contacts. The reason being is when you're once you find investment for your company, it's very hard then for second round funding to then look for more money while you're running your business and trying to raise capital. It's very difficult to juggle both. So I would say find a lead investor who is able to help you with second and third round funding when moving forward. So when you're in well, when you've got the investor and he actually wants to give you money, which is hard, once you get past that stage, what normally kills deals, it's killed deals for us in the past, is valuation. So when you go to a prospective investor to give you money, ask him what he's willing to pay for your business if you're pre-revenue. If you're not happy with what he offers you, then say, okay, that's fine. I'm happy with what you said. I'm going to go back and speak to other investors who have invested in businesses in the past and ask them what they would be willing to invest in your business, and go back to them and negotiate. Realistically, if you're pre-revenue business, it's very difficult trying to value potential revenue and initial investment. So ask them. If not, if you believe your business is worth 1.5 million and you can justify that with a £500,000 investment for 10-20%, you have to look where the value is. Is it in your management team? Is it in your IP, your patent? You need to justify exactly why they should be paying 20% for your business. But once you get past the valuation stage, this is where the money is. Now, when an investor invests in you, we were quite lucky that just out of mistake, we decided to do this, a due diligence package, right? So what this DD package enabled us to do was to increase that vote of confidence into the investors, showing that we were actually extremely professional. They knew this was the first time we've actually run a business. Don't know if you guys can tell, I'm quite young. So they were extremely impressed when we brought this DD package. So what we had in our DD package, and I would recommend this to you guys as well, obviously your business plan, that's a no-brainer. Contracts for your employees. So if you have a fantastic management team and they've come from extremely successful companies and they want to work for you, some type of letter of intent to say that they'll work for you. If you have potential clients that want to be part of your company or want to use your service, once it's up and running, get a letter of intent as well from them, which all just supports why this investor should be investing in you. Funding model as well. When we were looking at a company today, and we agreed on this today, an attractive funding model, I would say, and what helped us raise finance, is when you speak to an investor, try and have a milestone agreement. So take 10 to 20% of the initial investment to focus on your working capital, your office expenses, marketing, whatever, and then have milestone agreements. It might be based on sales or any other metric that you decide to agree with each other. On a 18-month basis, within an 18-month period, Now, what I would say is, I stress, if you decide to go down that route, ensure that the amount that you've raised is enough for a year or a year and a half. Reason being, it's very difficult, again, to get back on the road and start raising capital if you run out of money. Now, another thing, and I've seen a lot of talks, but no one ever doesn't really stress about the exit strategy. When writing your business plan, and also when you have a discussion with loads of investors, focus on your exit strategy. So what I would say is look at similar businesses in your sector with similar corporate structures, similar product offering, and or service offering, depending on what you do. And look at how they achieve success and who they sold to, and then explain to the investor why you believe you can achieve similar success. Now, one, that will show the investor that you're thinking in the right way. And two, what that'll show the investor is you know how you're going to run your business to get to that end goal. So you're speaking the same languages. Off topic again, no surprises. That means when you speak to an investor, when you do speak to an investor, he understands that you may have borrowed money left, right, and center to get to where you are now in front of him. So if you have any personal liabilities that any loans from friends or credit cards or whatever to get you to that stage where your business is running at least, let him know. He understands. He will understand. Let him know. Or if you have any legal issues or whatever, let him know, because the fact is, if he finds, he or she finds out at a later date, they will leave. So inform them, let them know, be honest. It's very important. Okay, deal killers. High salaries. I hear people sniggering at that. When you're an entrepreneur, you guys know this already, but you'll be surprised. Some people are a bit deluded with this. An investor knows that if you're in the marketplace and you're you've got a good track record, a good CV, your market value might be £100,000, and you might try and justify and say, based on that, I might take a 30% deduction, and that's what I'm going to do as an entrepreneur. The investor will tell you to bog off realistically. As an entrepreneur, your equity stake is your salary, all right? And if there is space within the investment to pay yourself a salary, investors are normally happy with anywhere between £30,000 to £40,000 as a salary base. So I would say if you're going to have a salary, no more than that. Surprises, I've already said that, so I'm not going to go into that. Fees. So I don't know people's businesses here, but if your business requires you to, to speak to lawyers, so you have to seek legal counsel for some things that are important to your business. What I would say is speak to the investor, tell them that this is important, right? And ask him to look within his power base to negotiate good rates with his lawyer or lawyers that he knows, because investor, if he sees that 10 to 20% of his initial investment is going to legal fees or any fees in general, business finder fees, he's going to cease doing business with you or potentially invest in your product. Oh, sorry, product. I mean, in your business. And this is just a personal one before I finish. I hate the word conservative in everything that I do, whether that's speaking to my clients, whether that's speaking to you guys now. Don't tell an investor, oh, these are conservative figures, because realistically, he's going to change your business and your financial projections every 20 seconds before he actually, puts money to you. So all he's really looking for is a good team that have a dream, but more importantly, can actually manage the working capital. If you can show that you can manage working capital, then that's half of the battle done. So these are my details. If you wish to contact me, if you are in the financial technology space and require investment, feel free to contact us. We are open to look at businesses. And yeah, that's all my contact details. Any questions? You want
Go back.
Oh, sorry, I'll leave that out. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's my talk done. So, any questions? Yeah, go for it.
What's the amount you'll invest?
What's your name, by the way?
It's Abhi.
Abhi, nice to meet you, Abhi. How much you invest? Well, we're, like I said, we have 60 million under management as of such. We're looking to invest anywhere between 50 to 500,000 pounds into a business that makes sense to us. Any more questions? Right at the back.
FinTech that you look at, or do you look at other than the technology?
Well, Jose at the beginning asked me the same question. Because of our advisory board, who helped us raise the capital in the first place, we have a requirement to invest in that space, if that makes sense. However, we do have good contacts with other business angels within the tech space that we could obviously refer you to, and I'm more than happy to make that referral on that basis. Anyone else? Okay, all right. That's it.